Hi dear students, this is the class for BSc second year, and now out of the two units, the first unit is optical mineralogy, second unit will be the descriptive mineralogy. We will take that later on. In this first unit, we are going to discuss the optics, and here optical microscopy is the important topic. The study of how light passes through thin section, rock cut and polished section to about 0.3 millimeter thickness. We are going to see the behavior of light in the mineral. This use of properties of light, absorption and propagation through a mineral is affected by the atomic arrangement and composition of that particular mineral. On the basis of the composition and the atomic arrangement, the behavior of light is different in different minerals. Here we are going to learn the properties of light associated with the techniques of governing the use of light, the use of petrological microscope. In this chapter, we are studying how and why the use of microscope is there. This use of microscope is for identifying the minerals. No guessing. We have to identify, determine the rock type, determine the crystallization sequence, documentation of a deformation history of that particular rocks and mineral, observation of a frozen reaction, the constraints of pressure, temperature, history of that particular rock or mineral formation, note down the weathering and alteration, and as well as the fun, powerful and cheap process of understanding the ray of light in mineral. The mineral and the propagation of light is the part of this chapter. There are two types of mineral we can see. One is the opaque and another is non-opaque mineral. Opaque minerals in which light does not go through. It is not allowing the transmission of a ray of light. Always black even in thin section. Typically these minerals have molecules with higher atomic density, which include many ore minerals. How light reflects off of these minerals is used to identify them with a reflected light microscope. Non-opaque minerals are those minerals in which light does go through. That means the light is transmitted, and these are the useful properties to identify them under the petrological microscope. Thin sections. What are the thin section actually? The thin rectangular slide of rock that light can pass through it. Once a slide is polished, smooth and then struck to a glass slide with epoxy resin. That means a sticking material. The other side is ground down to 0.03 millimeter thickness and then polished smooth. May be covered with a thin glass cover slip. This is the thin section we can see. And this thin section we are going to identify or we can observe in the petrological microscope. Now, speaking about the light, properties of light. Light travels as an electromagnetic wave. It can transmit through solid, liquid or gaseous medium. The electromagnetic light waves interact with the electrons of the atom, and the wavy pattern is generally generated through the light. We know that the light wave, it does have certain wavelength it does have certain amplitude, and there is the direction of propagation of the ray of light. When light passes through a particular object, some of them may be reflected and some of them may be refracted. So here is the behavior or phenomenon of reflection. From an external agency or an source, when a ray of light strikes to a particular substance, it is reflected back in the same medium. And therefore, the angle of incidence I and the angle of reflection R are equal. Now, the behavior of refraction. The velocity of light depends on the medium through which it passes. Light is an electromagnetic wave which interacts with the electron. The distribution of electrons are different for each material and sometimes for different directions through a material. When light passes from one medium to another, there is a difference in velocity. Light rays apparently get bent at the contact. The angle of incidence is not equal to the angle of refraction. That means I and R are one opposite angle, but these two are not equal. Even though when the same ray of light come out from the another media, then again the change in the direction can be found, bend in the ray is found, and again I and R are not equal. Using this phenomenon, we can determine the refractive index. The amount of refraction is related to the difference in velocity of light in each medium. Refractive index Ri for air is defined as 1. The absolute refractive index of a mineral N is the refraction relative to that in air. Depending on atomic crystal structure is different for each mineral, is constant for a mineral, and is diagnostic property of the mineral between 1.33 and 2. 1.33 is the refractive index of water. There may be 1, 2 or 3 values of Ri depending on the atomic structure of the mineral. Now, the light is also known as the plane polarized light, PPL. In air, light normally vibrates in all possible directions perpendicular to the direction of travel, that is A. Plane polarized light vibrates in one plane only, but ordinary light vibrates in all possible planes, all directions. Plane polarized light is produced by substage, that is called as a polarizer, which polarizes the light, and we can get the light of one vibration or one, we can say, wavelength. This stops the vibration of all other radiations. Only one directional vibration is generated, and therefore this light is known as polarized light or plane polarized light. Opaque minerals, for example sulfides, oxides and different types of minerals which are very opaque, through which ray of light cannot transmit, and under the plane polarized light the light is not passed. Minerals look black in polarized light, even plane polarized light, regardless of orientation of mineral or polarizer. So whether the mineral is rotated or whatever it may be, throughout the rotation these minerals remains black because there is the same transmission in all direction. Mineral cannot be identified in transmitted light, needs reflected light for such cases. Transparent minerals through which ray of light can easily transmit. Plane polarized light passes through the 30 micrometer thickness of the thin section